Right now, about $6.5 trillion is parked in money market funds and T-bills, earning roughly 5%. It's sold as the safe seat. No duration, no price risk, cash and chill. But here's the catch that number hides. That 5% is not a fixed rate. A bill matures about every 13 weeks, and when it does, you are forced to reinvest at whatever the short rate is then. And the market has already priced that next rate lower. So cash can be perfectly safe on price and quietly exposed on income at the very same time. Is 5% cash actually a trap? Let's audit it, honestly, with no buy call. Here is the first mechanism. You do not set your reinvestment rate. The forward curve does, before you ever roll. Look at the path the market has already priced. About 4.9% now, drifting to roughly 4.3 in 6 months, and near 3.7 in a year. The Fed's own projections point the same way. The median dot steps down toward 3% over time. So the lower yield on your next bill is not your choice. It is the market's, set in advance. Cash is priced as risk-free, and yet its income re-rates at every single roll. Safe on price is simply not the same thing as safe on income. Second mechanism. The gain cash structurally cannot earn. Think of duration as a lever. A 10-year treasury note has a duration of about 8. So when its yield falls 1 percentage point, its price rises roughly 8%. A 20-year bond with duration near 16 gains closer to 16% on the same move. That is a one-time capital gain, sitting on top of the coupon. Now your T-bill, its duration is 0. When rates fall, it books no price gain at all. You just re-roll into a lower yield. So across the cutting cycle, cash collects yield only, while duration collects yield plus price. That missing gain is the lever cash never gets to hold. Third, the income does not just drop once, it quietly erodes. Roll after roll, today's 5% steps down toward about 3.5 as the curve prices in cuts. A coupon you lock in today keeps paying even after rates fall. Rolling cash does not. And there is a second bite, inflation. If prices keep rising while your nominal yield falls, the real inflation-adjusted return on rolling cash erodes faster than on a locked coupon. So the melt is bigger than the headline rate suggests. You are not just earning less, you are earning less in real terms every single time the bill comes due and you reinvest at the market's next lower number. Now the honest other side. What would break this thesis? The whole argument hinges on one thing, the Fed actually cutting. So picture 3 rate paths. If cuts never arrive, higher for longer, or the economy reaccelerates, cash simply keeps its 5%, and it is duration that marks lower, maybe down a few percent. In that world, cash wins and the long bond takes the loss. Only if the cuts land does duration book its gain, while cash re-rates down. So this is not safe versus risky. It is entirely path dependent. Real if the cuts come, inert if they do not. Cash is not wrong here. So, trap or fair trade? Neither label is quite right. What cash really does is swap one risk for another. You give up price risk and you take on income risk. That is the honest framing. Not safe versus risky, but which risk you are choosing to hold. And the cut path decides who wins, not the comfortable 5% sticker on the front. Here is a clean test you can actually watch. Cumulative 3-year total return, a cash ladder versus a 10-year note. If cash trails by more than 2% a year, the thesis holds. If it leads, it breaks. The verdict here is stretched, real, but only if the cuts actually land. Back to where we opened. That's $6.5 trillion, still sitting comfortably at about 5%. But now you can read the number differently. 5% is a snapshot, not a promise. A bill removes price risk. That part is genuinely safe. What it does not remove is income risk. Every roll re-rates your yield to the market's next lower number, and it forgoes the one-time gain a longer bond captures when rates fall. No cuts, and cash keeps winning. Cuts, and the trap is real. The path is the whole question. This is educational, descriptive analysis of a mechanism, not investment advice. Do your own work before acting on any of it.